Hi everyone, I'm Mark Scott. I work for Tombola as a recruitment business partner. Tombola is Britain's biggest online bingo site. We are also market leader in Spain and Italy, and we also operate in Sweden and Denmark, and soon to be in Portugal and the Netherlands too. So we've been pretty busy over the lockdown period especially, and I thought I'd just talk today about what we've been doing. So we've hired over 150 people in lockdown. Main reason why for that is business is actually increased rather than decreased, which we're quite lucky to have experienced. But also we've took opportunity as the market is currently to ramp up the recruitment that we're going to do throughout the year. So we like I say, we've hired and onboarded just over 150 people now. That's ranging from our customer service, chat moderators, through to product management, through to support staff in the office, and developers, testers, and even HR. So we've hired in nearly every single area, and also overseas as well in our Spanish office, Malta, and Italian offices as well. So we've been really busy. We are relatively still a small team for the size of the business. So in lockdown, we've actually increased the business by headcount wise about 15%. So we're around about 670, I think now. And it's been a quite a journey actually, because for me, I'm the only one in recruitment, but we've got the managers that help out with recruitment a lot. So we've done a lot of manager training right early on to help sort of combat the recruitment aspect of it. So making sure we're compliant, making sure we're interviewing people in the right way, and giving a great candidate experience, but also I guess from the recruitment side of things in lockdown, but recruiting virtually. Before lockdown, we'd probably use Microsoft Teams. That's the package that we have. We probably utilised that about 10%. I would say now we're probably at about 90% of our Microsoft packages that integrate all as one. We use all of it from Teams to obviously video chat and schedule meetings, through to the booking app that you've got in the Microsoft packages and SharePoint, where you can actually book in volume into people's diaries. So it integrates with Outlook to book interviews, telephone interviews. So we've really utilized the technology that we had, but we didn't realize we had before lockdown, which I think is really interesting. And what I would encourage people to do, if you haven't noticed already, is just look through the packages that you've got, whether it be say Google shared Google accounts or Microsoft packages, because there's a lot of things that in the 365 account that you don't realize that you actually have and what you actually pay for, and that actually eradicates a lot of admin time for us. So, we're a team of 9 altogether. You've got me, who sort of heads up the recruitment, but you've also got the advisors who, do their day job is HR. However, they still do some of the admin side as well. So to help really eradicate that from them makes a massive difference in the long run, and using technology and actually making it fair and consistent with the candidate as well, rather than having to deal with different people or I guess doing things manually. From the advertising piece, I think it's been interesting. For the volume roles, we've had I would say 4 times the applications that we'd normally have. So within a normal 2-week period for, say, a customer service role, you'd look at, say, 200 applications with us, which is still pretty good. We've got a great name out there for our customer service roles. A, because they work from home. B, it's a great starting hourly rate with us, and great benefits as well. So there's loads to go for that. But we've seen that at least 4-fold. So 800 applications within a 2-week period, which has just been crazy to manage when we haven't got an ATS either. So we've been really doing that through sort of bulk email. It's not the preferred method, I guess. From application stage, it's okay, but when we start to interview people, that's where the managers have really came into their own, and especially with the training that we put in place just as we went into lockdown. It's been great that they've been able to jump on board and give feedback to candidates, not just us in the HR team as well. With regards to onboarding, I think for us, it's been a bit of a learning curve. I think we were ahead of the curve when it came to checking for eligibility. So, when we've offered someone the role, we've been quite proactive in the fact that we've done an exercise a year ago where we actually, 50% of all our staff work from home. So basically what we've done was to free them up from, rather than coming into the office and having to see their passport in person and do all of that type of process. We actually were able to either Zoom call at the time, or Teams, or Skype, and being able to actually see them on the screen with their passport in hand was enough. And this was confirmed with our employment lawyers, that was enough for now, until they were actually in the office, and then we'd take a proper copy. So that's really helped us, actually, because I don't know if we didn't have that process in place, how many people we actually could have hired because of the restrictions of not being able to go to the office and actually take a scan of their passport as well. Onboarding as well, we've done loads of things with regards to candidate packs, putting things in place that, it must be tough for someone that's starting their first day not in the office, outside of the volume roles that normally obviously work from home. But even they, for their first 2 weeks, have training in the office. So their first day is meeting and greeting people face to face. So I think we've become experts of that now, because obviously of the number that we've actually recruited. But I think the main points that I would say that's really helped with us is making sure someone's got a buddy for their first day, just to walk and talk them through about anything that's happening in the company, and the little quirks that you do have in there make a massive difference. What I would also say is just communicate with them throughout the onboarding process. So don't just wait until a day before, making sure they're starting. Have them little check-in points. If you're having a Teams quiz or whatever that may be, invite them along. It's a funny one, but because it's normally you'd say, "Oh, come to the pub," or meet in the office, meet the team. We'll have lunch or whatever that may be. But this one, bit of a silly quiz, something like that always goes down well. We've been doing bingo as well. There's actually something online where you can get a free bingo generator ticket, and that works out pretty well. We've tried to make it like bongo bingo, where it's a bit fun, and we've got music playing in intervals, and it's worked pretty well. So I think stuff like that, just to get people, it's a tough time. So getting people going an extra mile for someone, especially in these uncertain times, and making sure that they're comfortable joining the business, not face to face, so virtually from their home, it just will help them sort of integrate into the teams a lot more. That's probably really it from me on this. I just want to give you a little overview of what we've done. Look, like I say, for us, we have utilized technology quite well, especially with our Microsoft packages. We don't have an ATS, so applicant tracking system. So if we were doing this normally and didn't realize that we had these Microsoft packages, I think majority of the candidates would have probably left by now that started, because they wouldn't have had a great onboarding experience. But we've managed to do this, and it's not just been HR that's actually found out we've had these products. It's been the tech teams, making sure people have got their equipment in time, through to the customer service manager actually showed us the booking app, and before that we didn't know. So it's been a real team effort, and then once people have been in the business, having the central hub, so the intranet, we call it the hub, to have all the news stories on there. We'll always put a welcome for anyone that's starting, which is nice. We'll put the induction on there as well as having a virtual induction on their first day. probably the other thing as well, I would say to that is our wellbeing initiatives as well have worked really well. So we've got a wellbeing space on our intranet, but we've also got a dedicated wellbeing manager who is a dedicated contact really for someone, whether they've been in the business 10 years or whether they've been in the business a week, and they can point them in the right direction as well. So it's like I say, it's been a real team effort from everyone, and right through to payroll as well, who's got to pay all these new people and make sure they're paid right. So yeah, if you want to reach out, please do, because I love talking about our sort of journey. It's definitely not been smooth, but it's a learning curve for everyone. And if we can help in any way, or if we can ask someone, or if you've had a different experience from us or something that's worked really well, then we would love to share best practice, because that's what it's all about. But thank you for your time. See you later.